Greetings, one and all, and welcome back to Zayfard Plays Galactic Civilizations 3. In our last episode, we started to lay the foundation for our new empire, the Arcean Empire. We have colonized 3 worlds, including our capital world, and have done some good research to get some population growth and to get some money. Now, we are having a bit of a morale crisis, shall we say. Everyone's unhappy. Excuse me. Sorry about that. It's still a little bit tickly after last episode. So I'm going to try and do something about the entertainment actually over this episode. But I'm also going to try and capture an Andrew 1. Get a good world. I've got my first mining star base up. So I should, when I hit the turn button, be starting to get some Promethean and some more Promethean. So I'm missing. Oh no, there we go. First Promethean mine. The first of your probes returns with canisters filled with precious Promethean. Incredibly unstable to the point that the substance simply shouldn't exist. It can be used in prototype life support and engine systems. Because that sounds like a good idea. Really unstable stuff. Giving you oxygen. Oh well, I have heard worse plans. Okay, speaking of plans, let's rush by another colonizer and get this world. Oh wow, lots of things to find. Never surrender. A single intact defender orbits the remains of a planet destroyed by the terrible weaponry of the Dread Lord's War. The crew, long dead, stand at their posts, waiting for reinforcements that never came. That's a shame, but it has got us a new ship. Now let's go to Andrew. What's the new ship? A spotter. A small missile ship. Ooh, that's pretty cool. However, as it's probably fairly slow, yeah, I'm going to get it to defend, no, not a Andrew, the Jude Starbase. The 14 attack, 13 attack with 32 shields. Oh, let's try and take them out. Let's watch this battle, see how badly the pirates do. We have shields, they don't. But there are more of them. Okay, let's see. Pirates are doing well. Having said that, our shields will appear to be holding. So, you know, not good times for the pirates. I don't know why, I always love watching these fight scenes. Especially as my ships become more and more powerful. And go in, you know, deal with the first battles. But I'd be interested to know what you guys think. Do you enjoy seeing these battles? Or would you rather I just avoided them, you know, at all costs, to be honest? Let us know in the comments and I'll work towards that, to be honest. Not a scratch. Our shields went down, but that was about it. So that's pretty impressive. Okay. Survey, nothing there of any value or merit. Let's send you out to the artifact, see what we find. And a mysterious orb floating in space scans your survey ship before self-destructing. In the aftermath, one of your less intellectually gifted crew members shows remarkable and sudden brilliance. He makes an astounding technological breakthrough before his head explodes. Literally, unfortunately. And that's going to give us the influential voice. Fantastic. So, let's read this one. Our culture has a way of communicating what our diplomats cannot. Our communication. I'll put my teeth back in and start again. Our culture has a way of communicating what our diplomats cannot. Okay, don't quite understand what that's saying. By increasing the ease with which our civilizations can access other civilizations can access our culture, we can win hearts and minds before we even get to the negotiating table. Ah, right, okay, that makes sense. So yeah, expanding our culture so that people love us before we try and persuade them to give us things. I like that. Okay, so we can have diplomacy, cultural centres, Interstellar Command, give us Bureau of Labour. We could start going down entertainment, which actually we really need. Trade, not useful yet. Economics could be good. I'm going to start with some entertainment. Try to get our worlds a bit happier with us. And from there, after this, I'm going to start building towards better production, I think, so we can build things faster, more science. Because we're not sciencing very hard right now. Okay. Nothing from you, so let's have a look over this ship graveyard. And a trade offer. You want one Promethean, and you'll give us... For 50 turns, you'll give us 150 billion galactic credits. No, thank you. No, that's just not much use to us, in all honesty. Okay. Another ship graveyard. So we'd be able to explore more. We may not be far away now from meeting people. It'd be nice. So I'd like to be able to meet them with some powerful weaponry. But, oh yeah, our civilization is miserable. Okay, entertainment centres are on the way. Let's see. Promethean to build, so Promethean Pleasure Planet. Let's see how the approval goes once these have been built. Rush by the first one. Yes, let's engage the anomaly. Pirates, they really don't stand a chance. Ooh, one wormhole too many. The unknown design of this survey ship is reminiscent of some Terran vessels, but your crew can't find its exact match anywhere in your database. The exterior shows signs of wormhole passage, but the interior needs some cleaning up to deal with the green goo that your survivors' best guesses put as the original crew. On the bright side, the ship itself works perfectly. Excellent, so we have another one. Another spotter. Ooh. Greeting Arcean. May the universe be large enough for us both. So we've met the Snathy. This could be very good or very bad. So either together I'm sure we can build a better galaxy, or space is more than large enough for both of us. Yeah, let's remind them it's more than large enough for both of us. Where the heck are the Snathy? They've said hi. I haven't seen them. This unnerves me. Okay, mysterious hardware. The alien computational system found in this capsule are so advanced that your survey team lack the words to describe all but the most rudimentary functions. Even those low-level capabilities, however, are enough to advance our technological studies by leaps and bounds. That's 25% boost to Xeno Entertainment. Fantastic. Okay, well let's have a look at this ship graveyard. Cultural relic, that could be good to get. And we'll send this spotter over here. I would very much like to know where the Snathy are, so I know where to point the big guns. The Snathy unnerve me. I know how psychotic they're meant to be. Oh, there's the Snathy. A scavenger on their survey ships. Coming from down here. What's down there? And where did the Snathy come from originally? I'm not sure I approve of just how much of my territory they can see. Okay, Amber Andrew 1. Let us colonize. The colonizing event. Disease. Ah. A strange fungus on this planet has begun infecting our colonists with a mysterious illness that appears to be impossible to vaccinate against. Although our doctors can treat the symptoms easily enough, they have no hopes of finding a cure, and the risk of contagion is high. With this disease affecting us, our colony will never see its full potential. What are your orders? Well, that's a sucky planet. We're certainly not going to cull anyone. Keep treating the symptoms and studying the disease. Even if we never find a cure, we won't become monsters. Or, we'll have to quarantine the people who have the disease and sadly prevent them from reproducing. The rest of the colony can continue as is. Or set up a room with a nice thick glass wall for families to briefly reunite. Or, our decisions always look easier after you make them. Our descendants will thank us for having the courage to do this. If it helps, get everyone drunk first. Oh. So we get a bonus research and a reduction to population growth by a lot. Or small population growth or a massive food production but negative. I'd say this is the right decision. I actually think that's the right decision, culling off everyone we have to on a world this bad. Okay, approval bonuses here. Research and manufacturing. Okay, so let's do manufacturing over these two. Get a couple of entertainment centres. Get 2 farms. And I think a consulate. We have no science on this world. And I have just realised. I have been a derp. I have all these new worlds, and none of them are contributing the shipyard. Which she won't let me do. Oh no, there we go. I bet you everyone, all of you guys were just shouting at the screen, Zayfard, add these people to your shipyard. And there's me forgetting. As an empire of great power, it is only appropriate for the Orphenian Enclave to receive tribute from the Arcean Empire. Let's say to the tune of 26 credits per day. Yeah, how about no? Okay, so an ideology point. So we can either go militaristic at this point, because people are threatening us a lot, and we're seeing the Snathi who we know are dangerous. Or we get a bonus to manipulate trade values with the minor races. Well, they don't seem to like me much anymore at the moment, so aggressive. Our race's intent interest in military research and development has resulted in the creation of a prototype ship that is truly ahead of its time. Yeah, we're going to have the prototype ship. You threaten us, we're going to get the prototype ship out. Xeno Entertainment. Without the approval of our people, we won't be able to accomplish very much. Distracting them with various amusements is perhaps a cynical ploy, but it might be easier than trying to treat them as the rational beings they are so often not. I love these sort of things, just the cynicism of this game is brilliant. Okay. So we have entertainment. Now I think at this point, weapon systems. I think we need weapon systems. It's only 5 turns, but people are starting to threaten us, and I do not approve. So what's this? A Husa. Kinetic weapons. Medium-sized kinetic warfare ship. Okay. That's an interesting vessel. Wouldn't say it really catches my attention, but, you know, it's okay. Not hugely powerful in its own or fast, but certainly enough to make people think twice. Now we need to find our neighbours so that we can explain the world, the universal order to them. Okay, so let's see. Arcea, what's your approval like? Okay, so getting better. We are going to have to make sure we have an entertainment centre on every one of our worlds. Which is a problem as we don't have one here yet. Let's see, the capital, bonus to wealth, entertainment system goes to approval, entertainment capital, improvement, influence and tourism. I think we have to put it by the capital, to be totally honest. Like, let's see what our money's doing. Losing 4 a turn. That's a problem. Okay. Haven't got any approved stuff. I'm going to need an approval starbase for you. So you're our financial area. Let's rush by a market centre, shall we? Try and get some money in here. Okay, so ships moving across. Ship graveyard to explore. Losing 3 a turn. Okay. Well, it's moving in the right direction. Get the next market center built. Hopefully this will start moving us very much in the right direction, that we're actually making a profit. And yes, we're going to fight the pirates, as always. They're too weak to really be a threat to us. There might be something useful in there. Game? Game? Did I lose to the pirates? Oh! I actually lost to the pirates. That's unusual. Okay. Let's see how many worlds I can cover with this and get away with it. See if we can cross over. That's unfortunate. Oh, wow, okay, they've got an assault ship already. They're good against lasers and they have missiles. Okay. Weapon systems. Best defense is the good offense. Interestingly, so is the best defense. With that in mind, we've developed weapon systems which should prove very well suited to space-based defense. And as discussed, offense. Fantastic, so we're getting some weapons. Let's do so. Specialization, we get better accuracy, reduce mass, or reduce cost. Oh, this is tempting in both directions. I think I would rather have extra accuracy at this point rather than extra missiles. So as things go on, 10% reduction in waste can be really good. No, I think that's going to stack very quickly. Reduce the mass. But this does mean I can start building some weapons or some military vessels. A picket. Pleasant enough ship. Nothing overly special about it, I don't think, but it's... Although, I don't know, I do like that back. I don't know what it is about the back, but I like it. Limited offensive, but not too bad. Can't get any of the others yet. Payload, freighter. Decent enough freighter. Yeah, the picket, not much moves, in fact no moves, and very little armament. Okay, I think my next move is going to have to be more speed. My ships are too slow. They're going to be no use to deal with any of our neighbours, so we're going to have to speed things up. Aha! Okay, so we found one of the neighbours, and we found the Snathi, who are our closest neighbour. Oh goody. We've got the psychotic space squirrels on our doorstep. And no more worlds to colonise that I can... Actually no, could be some over here, but that's probably Snathi space. Okay. Let's see. Send you over here. We can start pushing... Oh yeah, get a cultural push from that ship, from that structure. Arcean Empire, we see you building up forces outside our doorstep. You should stop it. No, nothing to see here. Watch us all you like. If you upset us, I'm going to blow you up. Okay, well, let's start exploring through Snathi space because I am insane. See what we can see of them. Ooh, yeah, we are right on top of the Snathi, and I do not like that one little bit. Yeah, because that's Snathi space as well. Okay, so our kinetic ship against the snipers. So, yeah, that's going to end badly for the snipers. The only problem is it means we have to get in very close. And I'm not sure I approve of that. And by not sure I mean... I hate that. It sucks. Oh, a precursor world. Ooh, and that's in range. And I don't seem to need anything to take it. Oh, I wonder, do I have enough to build a backbone quickly? I do, right, quick, get it. Get it now. And get back to our financial world. I can't afford to buy that. Last. Okay, I think at this point I'm gonna have to move the market centers up as some of our biggest priorities on this world to build. We'll finish that factory first. Just because we really do need money. And we haven't got much at the moment. And we're running out of time to get some. Okay, so let's have you go have a look, see what else we can find, because I want that world. I really want that world. Okay, miniaturization specialization. We have reduced the mass of our existing weapon systems, and what we have learned we will apply to future weapons as well. Fantastic. I probably am going to go down the missile route again this time, simply because we have a bonus to range, so we may as well have the most extreme range we can. However, I now need to start doing more speed, so I'm going interstellar travel, so we can travel much faster to deal with the Snathi, to be honest. Okay, so yeah, we are on the Snathi one, doorstep. Oh! Okay, so we have the Galactic event, Publish Education. The people of our civilization have begun a series of minor protests demanding increased funding for basic education. Although this will cost us something, it should lead to higher public approval, and the stream of educated workers could help benefit certain specific industries. Okay, so what do we get here? Of course, we weren't doing that already. Even if you were, let's do it more. Let's do it more then. Much more. We don't want to restrict anyone's career choices. Let our people choose what life is best for them. That gives us benevolence, of course, but reduces the income, but gives us a massive approval bonus. Ooh. Now I know I've said a benevolent path, but actually that 15% approval is actually invaluable to this particular race. This is a good galactic event for us. I'll say, looking at this, the galactic events, I've seen them in a few playthroughs now. They're from the Galactic Event DLC. They're okay, they add a little bit of spice to the game, but there do seem to be a limited number of them, so I'm glad I got the DLC, I'll be honest here, but actually no, I'm glad I got it. It does add a bit of spice and change to the game, which is pretty cool. Next one. That sounds reasonable. Though our manufacturing and construction sector requires specialised training outside of the scope of this, our administration and logistics department could benefit from recruits with improved basic education. So a minus 5% income but plus 25% approval. Or, no, tell them we need that money for literally anything other than that. In fact, tell them they now have to work harder for daring to suggest it. We'll have an extra approval hit, but a bonus to manufacturing. I think for this race, plus 15% approval is what we need. This may mean we don't need quite so many entertainment centres, which would really be good. So, benevolent. We can start going down the outreach, which will give us colony ships, up to extra planets, extra tiles. This is quite a good one. This is quite a good route to go down. Affinity. Through a profound affinity with their people and the races they encounter, benevolent civilizations can avoid almost all internal strife. What's this go up to? Extra morale. Oh, this could be good. Prominence. It'll give us influence growth, and enlightenment is research. So all of these are really good for me actually. However, I'd say this affinity is a really good round for me actually. The Elevation Foundation encourages visitors to your civilization to assimilate more fully to your species' culture, boosting to a colony's morale by 100% and generating benevolent ideology point every 5 turns. Yes. Actually, we could be a nice merge of benevolent and malevolent. That's a strange idea, but it could work. Especially with the boost to morale it's going to cause. So, Arcean. Really good morale. However, I think I'm going to cancel this one. Actually destroy that. Build the Elevation Foundation, which also boosts my influence. Fantastic. And I'm not sure what I'm going to put in there yet. That can wait. Okay, let's have a look. Actually, let's go through all of our worlds at the moment. Dewdrop. This has not got a lot of approval on this world. I think I can get rid of the consulate and put in, I'm sure you can guess. Oh! Maybe I can't, hang on. Ah, a single planet, valued by 100%. Okay, that's fine, I'll put it on that world. I'll put it on our capital. However, they are going to want an entertainment centre here. We'll get some entertainment, try and boost their morale. Okay, there is no entertainment centre here either. I don't want to lose research, so no. This can be a good approval world. Okay, I definitely need to get a starbase out there to start pushing approval. However, we have a fully loaded colonization ship. Go take Toxidine 2. Okay, this is what we want. Let's see, this spotter. Let's get you to go and explore this ship graveyard. Yeah, we are starting to push into... We are actually going to start causing problems with the Snathy, which is never a good thing. Okay, let's see how far we can look into their territory. Yeah, the Snathy are not going to like us with what we're about to do. I mean, they're really not going to like us. I'm not convinced this is a good idea, upsetting the psychotic space squirrels. Okay. So I can get a picket if I wanted to, but it's moved far too small. I could trade with the Snathy, actually. Yeah. Let's try it. Maybe we can make them like us, while I'm busy trying to take their worlds from them. Okay, we'll get this up here, see if we can boost the happiness of all of these worlds. I've definitely got the range, but this, due to Starbase, may be an issue. While we do not plan to attack your ships that trespass, be aware that they cause some consternation. If you want to travel through our zone of influence, negotiate an open border treaty. Now, let's actually see where we stand with the Snathy. Yeah, they're beating us on all grounds and they dislike us. We are weak, we have ships in their zone of control, and they want to conquer the galaxy. Oh, brilliant. However, their ships are weaker than ours. However, maybe I want to take my ships out of their zone of control. I don't want to annoy them too much. Even at the incredible speeds we travel at now, if we want to journey anywhere beyond the closest stars, we'll need to make significant improvement to our navigational and life support systems. More refined hyperdrives wouldn't hurt either. Okay, so that's good. We've got some upgrades to our ships. Okay. So we can get extra ship range, extra speed, or reduced molecule mass. I'd like fast ships, actually. I'm going to go to hyperdrive specialization. I want to move faster. Now, let's see what we can build. a Mark II Picket. Speed 2. Not particularly great yet. Thorium for Gallant, move 2. Yeah, the runners move 4, so it's not too dreadful at this stage. This stage? That's a weird way I just worded that. Okay, but I'm going to wait till we've started to trade. Okay, the Snathi are not going to like this at all. But there's the starbase, and it's going to be a culture ring. Interested to see what this will look like, actually. Not bad. I'll request reconstructor so I can set up some defences, some extra perimeter scan, and the cultural forum. Start to push into Snathi space. However, I want this world. 3 turns away. Okay. The Snathi aren't attacking us at the moment. But we are certainly going to be annoying them. Let's see. Yeah, we're starting to push our influence a lot. Ooh, and they're about to become into our territory. Okay. Okay, so the escort ship. Let's keep searching down here. I want to see what's around. Okay. And that's it. We're now 1 turn away from colonizing. However, I have run out of time for tonight's episode. So I'm afraid I'm going to leave it here on this cliffhanger. We are just about to colonize the precursor world with massive production and military manufacturing. So this is going to be a nice little world for us. So I do hope you'll... So tomorrow night I'm going to colonize this world. And at this point I better start thinking how I want to win the game. It may have to be a domination victory, actually. Because we cannot get any further through the galaxy for cultural without wiping out the Snathi. So that's probably what it's going to have to be, actually. We are probably going to have to wipe the Snathi out. At the very least, the Snathi are going to have to go. Taurians, who knows? However, as I say, this is all for next episode. I do hope you've enjoyed today's episode. We have made some good progress. We have found the first of our neighbours. We are starting to take territory from them and about to take a precursor world. So I do hope you join me tomorrow night. If you have enjoyed today's episode, if you'd like to leave a like, shares, comments, all of that stuff helps grow the channel. But most importantly of all, it tells me that Galactic Civilizations 3 is a series you enjoy watching and want to see more of. So I do hope you'll join me for tomorrow night, where we'll see what the precursor event is on this world. But until then, farewell.